Can you give us a bit of insight? Player goes down, head contact. What happens between that moment and if they get back onto the field, or if they don't get back onto the field?
So basically, you have 3 HIAs: HIA 1, 2, and 3. You have an HIA 1 that is divided into 4 components. The one being a criteria 1, so he gets a clash on his head, and has he sustained a criteria 1 symptom, being loss of consciousness, definitely passed out? Is he dazed and confused? Is he walking? Is he stumbling around? Is he slow to get up? So there's nothing suspicious about that. You don't suspect anything. You know for definite that he is concussed or a head injury. That's criteria 1. Then not only that is that there's a video review process as well on the side of the field with a match day doctor. There's also a clinical evaluation with the doctor as well. And then you go through all of those steps,
And is that match day doctor a neutral, or is that the Lions doctors doing that and the Bok doctor?
No, he's a neutral. So we have the so we have the physio on the one side, the team doctor on the other side with the match day doctor, and he is this sort of he's the neutral guy. So he those are the 4 criterias, or the 4 steps. So if it's a criteria 1, he's removed completely, and he's not allowed to come back onto the field. If you suspect that he may have a concussion, like you're not actually quite sure, then he is taken off for an HIA. So then he's taken off for concussion, the first one. If you suspect that he may have concussion, then he is then taken off for an HIA 1. Now that is then completed by the matchday doctor, not the team doctor, because the team doctor will have a particular bias, I assume, to that. So then they go and they do the assessment and all of that in the review. That is a 12 minutes. 12 minutes. You can't get back. Even if you're symptom free, you cannot get back. If you pass that, you cannot get back within 12 minutes. You have to sit out for that 12-minute period. If obviously you're suspected and you fail that HIA 1, then you can't come back to that field. Then that replacement becomes a permanent replacement. Then what happens? So let's say he failed his HIA 1. He then the game finishes. He has to complete a HIA 2 within 3 hours. Of the game completion. Now that HIA 2 is an early concussion tool. So remember, concussion doesn't always come, or the symptoms don't always come straight away. You then they may come later. So your HIA 2 then picks up an early concussion. Then you have the HIA 3 that has to be done within 36 to 48 hours post-game. So that usually happens for us, usually on the Monday morning. And then that would pick up or disregard a late concussion. So it's quite a strict head injury or concussion protocol. And then what's interesting, so if then there's now a game within 7 to 10 days usually, and that player had a confirmed concussion, but he's asymptomatic, you're not allowed to put that player onto the field unless he goes to see an independent concussion specialist, so a consultant. So we are not allowed to put that player on the field. He has to go and see someone independently. So it's really evolved over the last, over the last few years, the concussion protocol.